Facing the fast, Julien Alfred opens up about her toughest challenge against Sha'Carri Richardson and elite sprinters. In the world of sprinting, speed is not the only thing that separates the best from the rest. Mental fortitude, strategy, and the ability to confront legends define true greatness. For Julien Alfred, the rising star from Dominica, these elements were put to the ultimate test when she faced Sha'Carri Richardson, one of the fastest and most electrifying sprinters on the planet. In a heartfelt revelation, Julien opens up about what it takes to race against the elite, the internal battles that define competition, and the lessons learned from testing herself against world-class opponents. Her story is one of resilience, growth, and inspiration. A meteoric rise, Julien Alfred's journey to the top. Julien's journey in sprinting has been a story of dedication, perseverance, and raw talent. Born with a natural gift for speed, she began running competitively at a young age, quickly rising to the ranks in junior competitions. Early challenges. Competing internationally while coming from a small island nation presented logistical and resource obstacles. Julien had to train with limited facilities but made up for it with discipline, creativity, and determination. Breakthrough performances. At World Junior Championships and regional meets, she began to make a name for herself, often competing against athletes with far more resources and experience. Recognition. Her raw talent and fearless racing style earned attention from global coaches, sports analysts, and fans, marking her as a rising star in track and field. Her encounter with Sha'Carri Richardson was not just another race. It represented the ultimate challenge and an opportunity to measure herself against the world elite. The elite sprinting landscape. Facing Sha'Carri Richardson meant stepping onto a stage of unparalleled intensity. Richardson's reputation is built on explosive starts that often leave competitors trailing, fearless sprinting under pressure, a commanding presence that affects not just a performance but that of her competitors. Julien's insight into racing elite athletes reveals the intricate mental and physical preparation needed. Understanding competitors' strengths, analyzing race strategies, and cultivating the mental resilience to perform under global scrutiny, preparing for the ultimate challenge. Julien approached this race with meticulous preparation. She describes her strategy as multi-layered, combining technical refinement, physical conditioning, and mental visualization. Technical focus, perfecting stride length, block starts, and acceleration to compete with Richardson's explosive pace. Mental conditioning, developing mental toughness to manage pressure, crowd energy, and the psychological effect of facing a world-class sprinter. Strategic planning, working with coaches to identify moments where she could gain an edge, particularly during the mid-race phase. I knew I couldn't just match Sha'Carri's speed, Julien said. I had to be smart, focused, and confident in my own strengths. Every detail mattered. Her preparation was not just physical. It was a mental and emotional exercise, building the resilience needed to face the fastest athletes in the world. The race, a collision of titans. The day of the race was electric. The stadium buzzed with anticipation. Cameras captured every angle, and fans held their breath as the athletes took their marks. Julien recounts. Standing on the blocks, I could feel the weight of history and expectation. Facing Sha'Carri, I realized this wasn't just a race. It was a moment to define myself. From the gunshot, Richardson's explosive start tested Julien's composure. Every step required precision, balance, and a controlled surge of power. Julien's analytical mind tracked Richardson's movements, adjusting her stride and strategy mid-race. The competition was intense. Richardson's lead challenged Julien to summon every ounce of strength. Julien's calculated pacing allowed her to maintain proximity and exploit small opportunities. The final meters demanded absolute focus, with both athletes pushing the limits of human speed. Though Richardson's experience gave her an edge, Julien's performance demonstrated resilience, tactical intelligence, and fearlessness that stunned spectators and analysts alike. Moments of doubt and mental resilience. Even for an elite sprinter, the race wasn't without internal challenges. Julien recalls moments when she questioned her ability to keep up. I felt doubt creeping in halfway through. I could see her lead, and for a moment, I thought I might not have what it takes. But I pushed myself to focus on each stride, each breath, each movement. That's when I felt my power. These moments highlight that elite competition is as much about mental strength as physical capability. Julien's ability to stay present and trust her training allowed her to perform at her best. Learning from the best, Julien emphasizes that racing against Sha'Carri Richardson was an educational experience. She gained insights into race strategy under pressure, the importance of explosive starts combined with controlled acceleration, how elite athletes maintain composure amidst the roar of the crowd, the value of analyzing competitors to adapt in real time. Sha'Carri challenged me to rethink my limits. I learned so much about my own abilities, my strengths, and areas I need to develop further. Racing against her was a masterclass in sprinting. Her reflection underscores a growth-oriented mindset that separates world-class athletes from the rest. Facing multiple elite sprinters, the race against Richardson was not an isolated challenge. Julien also faced other elite sprinters, each with unique strengths and racing styles. Sprinters with explosive power, pushing her to maximize acceleration in the first 30 meters. Athletes with endurance-focused speed, challenging her to maintain velocity in the final stretch. Tactical competitors, forcing her to adapt strategy mid-race to capitalize on weaknesses. Each competitor taught me something new, Julien said. Facing the best forces you to become your best. This experience solidified her position as a rising contender on the global sprinting stage. Looking forward, Julien Alfred's future. With experience racing Richardson and other elite sprinters, Julien is poised for greatness, competing in World Championships, Diamond League, and Olympic Games, continuing to refine her technique, starts, and mental approach, inspiring young athletes from Dominica and around the world to pursue dreams without limits. Julien's journey illustrates that facing the fastest is not about winning every race, but about evolving with each challenge. Conclusion: beyond the finish line. Julien Alfred's reflections offer an intimate look into the world of elite sprinting, where speed, strategy, and mental fortitude collide. Her experiences racing Sha'Carri Richardson and other top competitors reveal that true success is measured in growth, resilience, and courage. Facing the fastest is never easy, but it's where you discover who you truly are, Julien concludes. Every challenge, every race, every opponent shapes you, and I am ready for what comes next. Julien's story is not just about sprinting. It's about pushing boundaries, embracing challenges, and rising to meet greatness. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like, and share. Till next time.